somewhere in the 70s, I met up with John, and we got on together with a bunch of other guys who played for the Dolphin Football Club. And John was a good-looking guy, and I thought, yeah, his wife's good-looking too. So, in fact, she looked like a pin-up girl, and I've never ever seen her frown. And it's sad to see her sad today, because she was always bright, she was always happy. She's here somewhere. But, growing up with John, we had a few nightclubs. Like I was talking to Benny Ngata, I thought Benny might have stood up and said something, but on behalf of Nuki, but sure, Ben. We used to go to all the nightclubs like the Mousetrap, the Night Owl, the Kiwi Club, and we did a lot of places. And John, I used to work at a place called the Tiki Village, and the Tiki Village was the place to go for families, and a lot of families used to go there. And John used to bring his lovely wife down there sometimes, and we sort of grew up together, and we partied a lot together. And when we sang Maori, John would sing right along, and his diction was okay, but he just needed a bit of fine tuning, like our voices there, he just needed a little bit. But it was good, because we were at a party, and you don't care when you just yell and try and out sing the other guy. And that's the way a party is, For us, it's basically competition. And the drunker you get, the better you sound. But, John was a lovely guy. And one day I decided, the Gold Coast, I'm sick of the Gold Coast, the same thing. And that was when the Gold Coast was really a nice place. It was safe. You could go into the bank, talk to your bank manager in a pair of Speedos and a pair of thongs. Today you can't do that, so the Gold Coast has changed quite dramatically. So I left the Gold Coast and went up north to a place called Gladstone. And I stayed up there for a little while, did a few tours up north. I bought a sort of like a motorhome and traveled around a bit, and then finally came back down. I worked for Waikol, the prison. Worked, not lived. So I worked in Arthur Gorrie, and I worked there for about 5 years and got sick of it, and our daughter died of cancer. So I know what the pain is of losing someone who's a child, or losing anyone to cancer. And it's she had hers for 5 years, and she was never going to get better. Though she said, kept saying, I'm going to beat this. But we all know, seriously, when your time is, your time is. And, irregardless of how you make it, sometimes it could hurt you much more. So, I'm glad when our daughter let go that she did, when she did. And I met this guy who looks just like me. He's white, a little bit tall, and a bald head. But, and we sort of became very close together and became my brother. And everywhere he'd go, he sort of claimed me as his blood brother. I don't remember him ever drawing blood, but he's my blood brother. And with that, he actually put me into the game of what I'm doing now in the funeral directory. And it's uncommon to find a funeral director who's also doing the celebrancy. So to me, it's a blessing to be asked to be doing this. So it's good. It's another feather in my cap, if you like. But, I was at a place over here called Dream Center. And then I saw John, and I didn't recognize him because he was older. I don't recognize people first off when they're older. And so some of you might have to forgive me if I don't really know your names or can't remember you. But and John just came up to me and says, "Kia ora." And I said, "Kia ora." But, he still had his mouth with the gold teeth. And I thought, I know that smile, I know that smile. And I said, "John." And he said, "Yeah." And I said, "What's up, bro?" He said, he said, "I've got cancer." And he started to cry, and I just had to hug him. And I said, oh man, it's okay. I said, it's okay. I said, we've all got something wrong. I said, the day we're born, we begin to die. Don't worry about it, man. It's okay. Don't worry about it. And he said, I'll beat this. And he did. And I thought, what a guy, He was in remission for a while. And then when he started getting worse, I think about a couple of weeks or so ago, he said, come around. And I went around, and when I picked a day that I could get around there, and I said, yeah, I'm coming around, John. So I went around, and we sat down and talked, and I said, how do you feel? He said, man, I'm scared. I said, really? I said, what are you scared of? He said, I'm scared of what's going to happen to my family. I'm scared of how Cody and the kids are going to handle this. And I said, don't be scared for them. They'll be all right. And I said, because you're going to be around them all the time. And he said, oh, I'm not sure. I said, no. He said, I've never known people to come back and take care of you. I said, you will. They'll be all right. So he said to me that he would like me to take care of him. He said, because he liked the way I waffled on. And, I'm proud to be here. I'm proud to be part of his day. I'm proud to stand here and say, sail on, John. Sail on, brother. And it's a good thing.